Hey, beautiful people. Won't you take a trip? I just want to rewind time all the way back to the beginning.
Because I won't sit here and say that I think that baby walked or ran into the woods and is still there chilling. I just don't think so. Hey, beautiful people. I am here to share a story we have all heard that is ever changing. And it's the story about our beautiful missing summer moon Utah whales. We'll start right here with an Amber Alert that stated she was last seen wearing a pink shirt, gray pants, and believed to be barefoot. Summer was last seen outside her home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road in Rogersville, Tennessee. And then we have Grandma Bly. And the story she told us was, some I and Candace was planting flowers right before she went missing. Let's make this bigger if I can. We came the camper, had a piece of candy. Mom walked Summer halfway back home to see her brothers. They said she went down to her room to play and she was gone. Mom helped me straighten my knee brace out 4 minutes at most. Said she had to go check on the kids, and Summer has been missing since. And then we have your old dad, Donald Wells. And initially, we heard from him. We tried to scare her from that, telling her there's bears and other monsters, so I know she wouldn't go far. Someone abducted her, but thanks. Mommy hasn't said a word. I hear she's talking in Facebook groups when she feels like it or responding to personal messages. I think it depends on the topic at hand. We've never seen her on the media. The last story we heard went along with the garden story that Grandma told us, but it's a little different, as we heard nothing about candy from Dad. The story progressed from the garden into this basement and out of this door. And all of their stories end the same. Summer has been missing since. Not science. This is the story. Pieces to a puzzle. Shall we continue?
it might be a little bit difficult to hear some of this police audio. I've transcribed it as best I could, but you will see that it seems like they're giving a different story to police initially. You'll hear police say they're en route to that 110 Ben Hill Road home, which is off of Beach Creek Road. And then they talk about the parents have called in and advised that the mother went for a walk and then came home, and they've been yelling for Summer and they can't find her. Listen.
110, 110 Ben Hill Road off of Beach Creek should be the first residence on your right. Reference to a missing 4-year-old. The parents have called in and advised that the mother had went for a walk, came home, now they can't find her. They've been yelling for her. She's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
10 for 1 around.
110.
10 for 1 around Madison. 335, I'll be around as well.
Some of these guys probably going to need extra help. They've got several major guys in them. That's probably going to need extra also.
10 for
29 cents, so go ahead and notify rescue, fire, police for search.
You say when you got the original call that Bob went on a run and when she came back that daughter was gone?
That's what the father advised. He's at work about an hour away, trying to make his way home.
10 for
10-4. You want us to try to contact Tina?
let 302 know, and I think he's going to let rescue make that determination.
302 has been notified. He also wanted me to just remind you to be sure check the house camper, even if they've said they've already had.
Hawkins County Rescue Squad, all members, mutual aid request, search and rescue with Churchill Rescue Squad. Staging area is going to be at Mount Carmel Baptist Church on Beach Creek. Hawkins County Rescue Squad, all members, mutual aid request from Churchill Rescue on a search and rescue. Staging area is going to be at Mount Carmel Baptist Church on Beach Creek. Also requesting a respond with 6-wheeler and command trailer. First page 9.
And then we heard this.
Just telling us, kind of what you've been feeling the last few days in the search for Summer. Can you just, let us know what you and your family are experiencing at this time?
We really appreciate that outpouring of love. We've never seen so many good people in one place. We just really appreciate everybody trying to help that they have, law enforcement and all these volunteers that are here. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I just pray that God, in His awesome power, for His name's sake, that please let Summer be okay, and please come home.
I can't imagine how you've been feeling these past couple days.
Yeah, it's been rough, but we know, we believe in the resurrection. Never seen so many Christians in one place in my life, like I say. That's pretty awesome to see that. And I just hope God in His mercies will deliver someone home to us.
Pretty unlikely for something for her to do, to walk off like that.
Yeah, she wouldn't do that. We even had one of our neighbors say they pulled up in the driveway and she ran to the door. So we warn her all the time. There's bears and other things that we try to warn our kids about all these things all the time.
And can you tell us a little bit, what Summer was doing that afternoon or that evening?
She was planting flowers with her mother and her grandmother, and she wanted to go into the house. So my wife watched her go into the door, and she went into the house, and the boys were on the internet, of course, and she wanted to go downstairs downstairs and play with her toys. So when her mother come in, she says, "Where's Summer?" She went down in the basement. She didn't answer, so she went down there and she was gone. So she went out the basement door, which was unlocked, and we haven't seen her since.
And so then the boys, just when she walked in the house, what about time was that?
I'm not sure. 5:36. I'm not sure.
Not knowing what happened, do you have any kind of a gut feeling about it? Do you have any kind of instinct feeling about it?
I wished I did. Some bad person grabbed her, but we have no idea that the FBI and the police have covered every single base, everything that anybody can think of, they've covered.
What would you say to people, you know, as you're searching, what are you asking from other people? I know there's so many prayers coming out right now. Is there anything else you want to ask of the community and the public?
I just want to thank everybody for your outpouring of love. That's all.
Is there anything that you'd like to add that maybe we didn't ask you, or?
Not that I can think of, sir.
Have they told you about what they might be trying to do today specifically? Or?
They're still searching. They're doing everything they can. They're doing every single thing they can. We've tried to, you know, we try to go to them with other leads and stuff. And they're like, we've already checked all that out. You know, the sex offenders, they've checked all them. Anything that we can cover, they've already covered almost probably every base that they can. I mean, you know, we're trying to think and beat our brains out. They've covered everything that we can think of already.
Are they asking anything of you other than just people that you might suspect, or, you know, situations you might suspect?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I'm at work all the time. You know, Candace was on one side of the house when she got gone. That, you know, not even, 50, 60 feet away. We know she wouldn't leave the property. There's no way she would do that.
Have you ever seen anyone in the neighborhood that doesn't belong?
Well, there are, people that come through there looking for drugs in the area, and that's probably with any place, but they've checked all them things out too. They've got a hold of everybody. They've tracked everybody down that they possibly can. I mean, they've covered all the bases that they can.
Are you all from this area?
I'm originally from Utah, but I come out here to help my mother, and I've been here on and off for the past 25 years or 30 years or 40, I don't know, but yeah.
Anyway, what I'm going to tell you but not show you tonight is that Mommy Dearest, oh my God, Mommy, Candace, she's got a couple of charges for domestic violence. There's also battery. There is also disorderly conduct. I mean, they get physical. And with the collaboration of the records of the two of them, it's not hard to believe that they hurt that baby. It's not hard to believe that at all. I hate to think it, but might be another case where we're going to find a body buried somewhere, or we're not going to find a body at all. Pray to God that I'm wrong, but I know y'all don't want to accuse nobody, and I don't want to jump the gun either, but again, realistically and statistically, we have to start here first. What the cops have to do in the home. Deputy Shively reports that family members feared the return of Wells and claimed that there was a firearm in his vehicle. Wells was detained during a felony stop in the driveway, where he was determined to have a strong odor of alcohol and was stumbling when he was picked up off the ground. He stated that there was a black powder pistol in the glove box of the vehicle. Wells reportedly went on to say that he was a felon from charges in Utah and had been drinking. A firearm was located in the vehicle. Wells was arrested on the above charges. I'm not saying they did it, but we got to start in the home. What happened to this baby? With those two parents, what the hell was going on in that house? Please share everything you've seen and heard about Summer, because there's already some excellent coverage out there. I'm just doing whatever I can to add to it, and I hope that we can find this little girl. I hope she's somewhere with someone and they're not harming her. Little Summer wasn't in the best hands. I mean, that's a fact. I won't sit here and say that I think that baby walked or ran into the woods and is still there chilling. I just don't think so.
This Father's Day, Wells tells me his worst fear has been realized.
Do you think at this point that she is still alive?
I really don't know. Hopefully, yes. Depending on how bad or what's going on with her. I mean, we hope, there's always hope.
Josh and Sarah, several of our colleagues have spoken with Summer's mother off camera. She's even provided videos and photos of her daughter. But tonight, for the first time, she shares her account of what happened the night her daughter went missing, and like her husband, that she believes her 5-year-old girl was taken.
We really miss her very much. She was the angel, our blessing. The love of our life. She's what made our world go around.
It's been 13 days since Candace Bly and Donald Wells last saw their 5-year-old daughter, Summer.
I'm just scared that somebody is hurting her, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it smothers me.
As the almost 2-week-long search through the rough terrain scales back, Summer's parents say they believe someone took their daughter.
Personally, I think someone came up here and grabbed her and ran down the hill.
I think so,
and
too.
Threw her in a car and drove as far away as they could from this area.
I know she didn't walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing. I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from here.
Around 6:30 in the evening on June 15th, her father called to report her missing, but he wasn't home yet from work.
Me and my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers. And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes I came back, and I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone.
Summer has 3 older brothers.
When they get out of line, she'd put them in line.
Her parents say she loves princesses, especially the movie Frozen, and to be outside.
She loves to dance. She would always want me. She says, "Daddy, hold my hand so I can twirl." And she would just like to twirl and twirl and twirl until my arm got tired.
She loved to play in the mud and the water and swing on her swing and enjoy dirt.
Now, authorities are looking for the driver of a red Toyota Tacoma that was in the area around the time Summer went missing, and stressing that this person is a potential witness.
I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. I mean, if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen.
No one has been named a suspect, and authorities have not ruled Summer's disappearance as an abduction. But tonight, her parents have one plea.
Please find it in your heart, have mercy, and find a way of letting her go and where we can get her back.
Please bring her back home.
Just let her come home, please.
We miss her so much. Her brothers are so devastated that they wake up every morning crying for their sister. And as a mother, it really hurts to see your other children crying. There for about 15-20 minutes, and then we all got back in the truck and went and got Mom's prescription, and I took him home, and then we came home.
You may need to adjust your speakers because I've taken clips from the interview room interviews, and at different points the volume may be higher than others, and I don't want to burst out your eardrums. So please adjust your speakers.
Not bad for an old man.
And I mean, I wanted to get out the house anyway.
Sure.
I ain't even gonna prove it to her. I just wanted to get out the house.
Okay. And so what happened then?
And then her grandmother calls her and says to come pick her up when we're sitting right there.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So so from here, where do you guys go?
From here, we go to the hospital.
Okay.
Pick up her mother.
Pick up grandma.
Not even like 10 minutes later,
okay.
We go to Walgreens. So we went there.
You go there first, and then, after you pick up grandma.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
And then we put this prescription in.
Okay.
Which is like probably about like 10-15 minutes.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
No, I have no idea. She wouldn't say the name to it.
Got it.
And then we handed the prescription. They said about like 10-15. Well, it was going to be 30 to 35 points.
Who went inside the store?
Nobody went in. We went through the drive-thru.
Got it.
The drive-thru. Ball field.
Okay, so before we get there, let's go back to the drive-thru at Walgreens. Then what happened?
Then we went, well, she had to go get cigarettes because her mom complains of cigarettes all the time.
Where'd she get the cigarettes?
All right, so you know that Walgreens, right?
Yeah.
So there's this like daycare around there somewhere. It's called like Kitty College.
Yeah, I saw that on the side, on the right.
Yeah, so there's a discount tobacco store.
Okay, so then what happens?
Then after that, we go to the horse stable park.
So you drive to the horse stable?
Straight to the horse stable.
Right from there, you go right to you got the discount store, and you head right to the water park. So from the water hole now, or I'll call it a water hole.
From the water hole,
where do you go?
We go to this thing called Hippie House.
Hippie House?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what took place then?
Then we went to grab that prescription.
That's when you went to the prescription?
Yes.
At Walgreens?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was ready?
Yeah.
So from there, where do you guys go?
From there, we go to Sonic.
Where?
Sonic.
Walmart. Okay, so from there, did they eat them there? Did you guys eat them there?
No, we ate them on the way to Price.
After Walmart.
We're waiting on my mother's prescription from the drugstore at Walgreens on Fort Henry and Moreland Drive. And Warriors was straight across, so we just figured I'd take her over there to go swimming for a little bit while we waited on my mom's prescription. We weren't even there but 20 minutes.
And so then Summer came back here with you later that afternoon, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so was there anybody else with you?
No, not when we came home, no.
Was there anybody else swimming with you? People I think had questions about
wanted to go with because he didn't want to be around his grandmother because, as he would call it, she's a I'm sorry, that's what he said. And I said, okay, well, I gotta go pick up Mom from the hospital, and then we gotta go do Walgreens, and then I'll take you home. Well, we had to wait for Mom's prescription at Walgreens, so we just went up to Warriors. There was all kinds of trash everywhere at Warriors when we showed up. And I let Summer out to play. And we just stood there for about 15-20 minutes. And then we all got back in the truck and went and got Mom's prescription. And I took him home. And then we came home.
About how many hours was that before she was reported missing?
You know, I really can't tell you all the time details because time gets away from you when you're trying to enjoy yourself.
Okay. Still thinking out loud. What happened between dropping H off and arriving at home? Or did they actually make it home and go and put up groceries and get a piece of candy and transplant cactuses? And did that baby go into her home and disappear? I don't think so. But what do you think? This was their day. The last day anybody ever saw Summer. This was her day. What happened? Where is Summer Wells?
There for about 15-20 minutes, and then we all got back in the truck and went and got Mom's prescription, and I took him home, and then we came home.
I kept this tribute short and sweet and really to the point. It's based on my personal experience with Summer's case, the way I followed it, and the way I see it, minus a whole lot of extra shenanigans going on around it. Once again, another video. This video is about missing Summer Wells, because she's the only one that matters. Not all the crazy antics and the shows that get put on for us on YouTube sometimes. Not prank calls, not name calling. It's just about a missing girl that left home with her mother and grandmother on a pretty nice summer day and never made it back. I want to know why. She's touched a lot of hearts, and there's been a lot of confusion around her case. But at the end of the day, I think the majority of us really just want to find this baby. All of us who care have tried to contribute in our own little way, and we hope it makes a difference. We're not investigators. We're not law enforcement. We're just people. Compassionate people with hearts. And again, Summer has touched us all right in the pit of those hearts. I personally have given her everything that I feel like I can, and I'll continue to do that until this baby comes home. Let's have a moment of silence. And a prayer. Almighty God, you are the only source of health and healing. In you there is calm and the only true peace in the universe. Grant to each one of us, your children, an awareness of your presence, and give us perfect confidence in you. In all pain and weariness and anxiety, teach us to yield ourselves to your never-failing care, knowing that your love and power surrounds us, trusting in your wisdom and providence to give us health and strength and peace when your time is best. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Prayers to all the sick and shut in. I could go on and on, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. But if you just check the playlist, I've really said all that I can say. This tribute is to show honor and respect to a missing girl and shine light on the actual circumstance. And the sheer fact of the matter is, the story is all over the place. And we don't know where she is. So I'm not going to try to turn it into anything more or less. I will continue to follow her story. But as the year comes to an end, after having spent half of this year following this baby's case, I just wanted her to have the honor of a tribute video. But we're not going away, Summer. We're still here for you. Still trying to raise that reward fund. Still saying your name. And still asking the question, where is Summer Wells? We love you, beautiful. I'll see y'all in the comments. He replied, "Because you have so little faith. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you."
What were the final moments like? You may not be dead, but no matter what, life as you know it has changed. You have parents, brothers, friends. What do you have now? Strangers? A fate worse than that? Abusive strangers? Are you even still with us? Where are you, Summer? If you're alive, are you safe? If you're alive, are you in danger? If you were dead, how and who did it? You aren't with your family, the family you knew. Sure, living conditions may not be ideal, but you knew it was home. You knew your mom and dad. And we don't get to choose who our parents are. The universe just manifested a lottery of life. There's a lot of people looking for you. There's a lot of people talking about you. Some true, some not. It's hard to tell. But you didn't deserve this. No child deserves this. Whatever this is, you don't deserve it. Sometimes the people we count on to protect us do the most harm. Sometimes it's physically, sometimes it's mentally, sometimes it's both. And sometimes there are strangers that we come into contact with that want to do us harm. Oftentimes our guardians and protectors expose us to situations and people that want to do us harm. And our protectors are flawed humans. But at 5, it's hard for you to tell. Sometimes they put their needs and interests above their children's. They don't always mean to, they just can't help themselves. It's how they were raised, and it might not have been in them to change that. Sometimes I think about the short existence that some people face in this world, wondering, that was life as they knew it. 5 years old and you vanish off the face of the earth. You didn't do that on your own. You had help getting to wherever you are. Wherever that is, I hope it's safe, though I fear it's not. I don't know who did what to you, or where they put you, or how they left you, but somebody did it. And it will be fall soon, and the leaves will start to turn colors, will start to get a little colder out. Pretty soon you'll be able to smell the chimney smoke from the distant houses. And most of us will go on with our lives running the rat race in hopes that one day we'll get a notification or a text saying they found you. I hope that day comes. We want closure. We want to know what happened. And we want to see justice served. If you are alive, crimes in your name have been committed and people should pay. It's a tough world out there, but I'm afraid you may already, at the tender age of 5, learn that life lesson far before you were supposed to. I don't even know you personally, but I know a lot of kids just like you. Innocent, doe-eyed kids who like to get dirty and run around and be loud. That's all any of us ever wanted to do as kids. Annoy our parents, cuddle with them when we are scared in hopes that they will tell us everything would be okay. There's a lot of people here that wish they could tell you everything is going to be okay. My grandpa used to say, we got to do better. Even when we're doing good, he says, we still got to get better. I think what he meant is we got to do better for our kids, for our family, for ourselves. Because if we can't be better for us, how are we going to be better for you kids?
I hear the voice of summer, singing a song of flowers, singing a song of meadows where buttercups spring in showers. Her voice is high and lilting as summer gets underway. I think that I shall join her song now that it's school's last day. I see the foot of summer in every shady lane. She leaves deep beds of daisies to make her footprints plain. I think that I shall gather daisies for a crown, and side by side with summer, I'll fly right out of town. What this video is about, it's about faith, it's about hope, it's about summer. It's only and always been about summer. Save Summer Wells.
Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow. And I know he watches me. His eyes on the sparrow. And I
Tennessee Sheriff on Summer Wells. Everybody is still a suspect, person of interest, however you want to put it. Summer Wells was last seen at her home in Rogersville in June. Tennessee investigators vowed this week that the search for missing Rogersville 5-year-old Summer Wells is not over, almost 2 months after her mother reported her missing from her home. Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said in a newly released video that his department is still actively working to find the missing girl. I understand people's curiosity about where we're at in this case as far as the investigation. I know people speculate, and I understand that, Lawson said, but they have to understand our number one goal from day one is to find Summer. And although investigators have not said who they believe is responsible for the girl's disappearance, Lawson had a message for whoever is responsible. Everybody is still a suspect, person of interest, however you want to put it, Lawson said, and we're still very intensely looking into it. Last week, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation gave its first official update on the case in nearly a month, but only to announce that law enforcement was not responsible for an image of a purported vehicle linked to the case circulating on social media, nor requests for fundraising assistance. Investigators have been searching for a 1998 to 2000 model year maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full-size ladder rack and white buckets in the bed that may have been near the Wells home on Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road on June 14th, 15th, or 16th. The driver has been described as a possible witness. An Amber Alert remains in effect for Summer. She is about 3 feet tall and weighs around 40 pounds. At the time she went missing, she was wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and may have been barefoot. Her blonde hair is believed to be shorter than it appears in most of the pictures of her that authorities have circulated to help the search. Her 3 brothers have been removed from their parents' home and placed in custody of the state's Department of Child Protective Services. Again, as the title reads, Tennessee Sheriff on Summer Wells. Everybody is still a suspect, person of interest. I do that with air quotes for those of you that he's talking to. However you want to put it, nobody's off the table. Got it? Good. Save Summer Wells. Justice for Summer Wells. I'll see y'all in the comments.
looking on the news. To see these kids missing just sickens my mood. Now I got an attitude. You think I won't battle fool? I will slap the fuck out of you. Maybe I am a radical. Charged up with a matador. If you don't love the kids, why do you got them for? Tell the truth, how they got out the door. These cases I can't ignore. You damn right I want your face on the floor. We lacking info pimping, I'ma need more. See, it's the truth that we want. You're supposed to love your kid, the truth is you don't. Somebody bring them parents up to the front. Them kids been missing for months. Damn right I'm mad, pimp, I done had enough. Oh, my business, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I might just tear this shit up. Now we got summer, we got horse, and we got on. Like the parents, they don't care. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? All of the YouTubers pursuing. They do more than what you doing. Now how the fuck you gonna influence? Your reputation done been ruined. Why they taking these kids? I'm so sick of this shit. Why they taking these kids? I'm so sick of this shit. Remember that kid they left in the car? Sydney Deal, she had a bum for a father. And it was Sardis Navarre. Just break the window, but he wouldn't even bother. He making kids, now that's really a problem. What about that fella Kawan? The lady picked him up was a mom. Now Kawan was a friend with a son. I can't believe what they done. They found his body in the sugar cane field. Now his parents gotta shed some real tears. This ain't how the fuck we supposed to live. If you got a kid, show them that you love them. Cause they leaving on the dub. Protect them, gotta keep them covered. Cause there's some evil motherfuckers plotting, waiting just to touch them. Don't you think this shit is nuts? They taking kids out by the dozen. It's so many living in your city limits. If you think that they offended, that mean you think this again. It only take a single man. Evaluate the way you live. This was a blessing you was given. It's gonna hit you different if your child just end up missing. Why they taking these kids? I'm so sick of this shit. Why they taking these kids? I'm so sick of this shit. Why they taking these kids? I'm so sick of this shit. Why?
I brought my creativity to YouTube in May of 2021. And the slideshow that you've seen it highlights every case that I've touched, every story I've tried to tell and shine a light on. That is not me gloating. That is me saying, why the hell is the list so big? Now, all of that didn't happen in 2021. Those were just all the stories I shined my light on because they caught my attention. They moved my heart. But why do I have a year's worth of stories in only 7 months? And a to-do list a mile long. If only I had more months in the year. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. I didn't set out to make a true crime channel, and I don't intend to become that. It's just that this channel is about things that I admire, things I represent, things that I wish that more people at least knew about. That was the whole and only concept. And in doing that, I guess even I've had to realize, and I knew I was true crime, but I guess I'm a lot more true crime than I realized. So it dominates the channel. But it's not the only thing you have seen or will see here. I won't say that. But you will see it, and a lot of it. And I don't share it for fun and entertainment. I don't. That might be what the fair use says, but I don't share it for entertainment purposes only. I don't want to get emotional. And this is not about me. It's about what this channel has made me truly realize. You know, the world is hurting. And people need help. So, of December, we're going to dry our eyes and we're going to use our voices. And I would like to share with you, reshare with you, as many of the stories as I can that I have shared during this year. I pray that in the coming year, these families will have justice and peace. And to help them find it, I only ask that you click that button that says share. If you care about these people, do what you can to help them. That's all I'm doing. So look out for it. All month long, every single day. We started with Echo Lloyd, and I don't know what the next will be. I'll pull from my playlist and I'll pull from my heart. One last shot at it in 2021. Maybe even get justice. Well, that's all I got. I'll see you in the comments and every day in December.